And I got this little birdie at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Bring a little springy colors in. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. Today is April 1st, April Fool's Day. It's also the first Friday of the month, so that means it's 10 minutes better. Today, the girls and I, we are going to be doing a little sprucing up for spring. Each one of us will be choosing our own area. Most of us are choosing like our porch or something like that, so we're all going to be doing a little sprucing up. We only have 10 minutes. We're going to see how much we can get done in 10 minutes, not rushing, just doing it at our own pace. But then, if it's not done, we can always do some more another day. It's not about getting it all done. It's just about making it better. I'll have a playlist in the description below for all of the other ladies so you can watch their videos too. Each one of us is choosing an area around our house that we want to spruce up just a little bit for spring, just to make it a little bit more inviting. As you can see, things are blown around and are laying all over the place on my front porch. It's just been very windy lately, and so every time I pick it up and fix it, it just kind of blows all over again. So for me today, I want to get these things straightened up. I want to sweep my porch, and I'll see how much time I have left, and if I have more time, I may go through some of this stuff out here. And I know this looks kind of kooky, but I have a skunk problem, and these things keep the skunks away. I don't know why, but they do. I do know that they don't like motion things, but having all these other little things sitting around keeps the skunks away. So some of the things that I have decluttered have gotten stuck out here. Instead of going to a thrift store or being given somewhere else, I just used them out here because it kind of solves my skunk problem, and that problem stinks, I'm telling you, in more ways than one. So, for today, for my 10 minutes, I'm going to spend it on sprucing up my porch. I'm going to pick up all these things, decide what gets to stay on my porch, what needs to go, and I'm going to sweep it. I'll see how much I get done. If you've got something you want to spruce up for spring, grab your stuff and do it along with us. And let us know in the comments what you worked on. And if you pop over from one of the other channels, let me know in the comments so we can say hi and get to know each other. For now, let's get started. We've only got 10 minutes. I got a trash bag to put things in, got my broom, and I just noticed I have a couple of little things that I missed when I took down the Christmas decorations. So we'll get those away too. But I'm going to start on that end down there. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of these rugs. I'm going to leave the one that says welcome because it stays put. But these other ones, they can go. They weren't really outside rugs anyway. I just put them out here because it was going to be icy, and I wanted to make sure that we had something that had a little traction. As you can see, they're kind of ruined, so I'm just going to throw them away. I'm not going to worry about using them again or trying to save them for anything. I'm just going to let them go. In my birdhouse, it was hanging up and it fell down with the wind, so I am going to take that and put it somewhere else. I don't know where right now, but I'm just going to move it off my porch and find a new home for that. I'm going to try to talk to you a little bit as I go through this and do my 10 minutes. And when I do my 10 minutes, I don't rush. And the reason is because 10 minutes better can be for those who only have 10 minutes to get something done. And maybe you want to rush and get as much as you can done in that 10 minutes and do it very quickly. But 10 minutes better is also for people who have physical limitations. Maybe they don't have the stamina, or maybe they don't feel well, and they feel like they can't get anything done because they can't spend a long time working at it. But sometimes if we just spend 10 minutes or whatever, if you can only spend a minute, if you can only spend 5 minutes, whatever, but if you just spend a few minutes at your own pace, you can still get a few things done. And you can always go back and do more later, so you don't have to get it all finished. I mean, I may not even get this whole porch swept in 2 minutes. I really don't know. I've never timed it. When I do it, I just do it till I'm done. But I have had, and I still do, have those limitations where I have to pace myself in what I do. And sometimes it isn't the amount of time, it's just my body will let me know that I'm overdoing it. And it doesn't even have to be anything strenuous. So we each have our own limitations that make it so that we can't spend a long time sometimes doing one thing. And so we feel like we can't get anywhere. So the reason that I wanted to start 10 minutes better was for that purpose. Just to show that you can get some stuff done with just spending a few minutes. And honestly, there was a time that I couldn't have even spent 10 minutes. Now I usually can, but sometimes I'll start doing something and I can tell right away that I need to stop. So just listen to your body if that's the case for you. And if you can only spend a minute or two, just do that. I mean, you can see I've already made some progress right here. I still have a little bit to go. This is one of the spots where these little seeds get stuck. So this is going to take a little bit of my time up. I'm going to take this off because it's in wood. But my goal is not to get this finished right now. If I do, that's great. But if I don't, that's fine too. First, I'm just sweeping off the porch, getting that part done. And if I don't get all of this done today, I can come out another time or later today and finish up the rest, or a little bit more. But that's the whole point of the 10 minutes better. It's not to make it perfect, it's to make it a little bit better, a little at a time. And there was a time when, you know, I didn't know if I'd ever be able to get anything done, and I was too embarrassed to ask anybody to do it for me. And I felt like it was my responsibility, that everything was a mess. And, you know, my job physically took every ounce of my energy that I had, because it was a sit-down desk job, and a sit-down desk job is not really good for some people with certain limitations. Mine, I have a neck problem, and it was just making it worse. You know, I couldn't do a lot of physical labor, but I also was having difficulty with the sitting at a desk all day thing. So I wasn't getting anywhere. Those can go there. And so, you know, I mean, I knew about 10 minutes better, but I just didn't have it in me to do it. But 1 minute better is even better than nothing. And if you have any physical ability or bandwidth at all to even do 1 minute, just do that. Do 1 minute, and that's good enough. If that's all you've got, then just give that to what you can do. And that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm going to throw these things in my trash. Well, the stick can go over there. And this goes with my birdhouse. I'm almost finished with the porch. So, and you can still see me, I think. So, get that part done. There's stuff underneath here, under this little thing I've got sitting here. And getting that out. Okay, I got all that. That's the porch. That took me like 5 or 6 minutes to get the porch done. I need to do my windows. I need to clean these rails. I need to do a lot. I'm not going to worry about that stuff today. I need to clean this basket out. But I'm not going to do that yet either. What I want to do is, I'll show you. I'm going to take you off of here. What I want to do next is get these things off of the porch. I took all of those things away, and I put my little white birdhouse and a little plaque thing out here so that it can maybe look a little prettier. And I still need to take these things away. Okay, let me grab the garbage. Garbage does not need to stay out here. Fix my little rug. Oh, I think we should sweep that off. Okay, so as you can see, it's not perfect, but it is better. And I think I'm getting pretty close to my time. So, just want to let you know I can accomplish that much. The porch looks a lot better. And I may actually get rid of this thing pretty soon. But for now, I usually just sit stuff on it. It was actually the cornice thing that the draperies were on in our living room, and it was just so huge. I just stuck it out here, and I sit stuff on it, so that's what that is. But yeah, it looks a whole lot better than it did before. It's not perfect, but it's 10 minutes better. If that's all you can do, then just do that much. Next time I come out here, I'm going to grab some of this stuff out of here that's ready for the trash. But for now, we've done our 10 minutes, so we're good. If you have those physical limitations and you can do anything, try to do just one more thing. Whether it's throwing away a piece of trash that you wouldn't have, putting something away that you would have left sitting, clean off a counter, whatever it is, one more thing. Just you pick it, one more thing. And over time, you'll see that you'll start doing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Just do what you can. But what I did for my one more thing today is I only have a few Easter decorations and spring decorations. So I ran down to my basement and I grabbed them and brought them back up here, and I spent like 1 more minute and I stuck these out here. I have a little bunny in a basket and a little long thing. I actually got that at the dollar store. I forgot to bring it out. But that little thing that says welcome, I got that at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I already had the basket and the bunny. And I moved this little thing here over to this wreath thing just to give it a little spring color. And I had this flower spriggy thing. Probably got that at the Dollar Tree when it was still $1. So I stuck that in there, and you can see it gives it a little bit of color for spring. It's not great, but it's better. And down here, I just left my little bird cage here, but I had this little bunny. It was out in the dirt here under the bushes, scaring off the skunks. I put it over here by the bird cage. And I also have this little butterfly that says welcome. So I put that on my door. I don't have a lot, like I said, I don't have very many. It only took me about a minute to put all of that out here. So that is my one more thing. So if you have one more thing that you can do just to get one more thing done, go ahead and do that too. If you can only do your 10 minutes or your 5 minutes or your 1 minute, that's okay. But if you can do one more thing, go ahead and do it. And I can take these down. These have been up here since Valentine's Day. Okay guys, that's my 10 minutes better sprucing up for spring. And my one more thing. It's not perfect, but it is a little bit better.
I put a few things on my porch to beautify my space, expecting it to stay right there, but that was not the case. Every time I put it back, a wind came rolling through, tossing, turning, everything. The rugs were scattered too. Finally, I had to give. I said, "Okay, you win. I'll leave it all just as you want. Won't pick it up again. Until the seasons change, that is, and then I'm switching up to only just a thing or two that won't need picking up. I'll find myself a wreath I like. I'll hang it on my door. I won't be putting rugs out, though. Don't want those anymore. Just for fun, I think I'll add a statue made of stone. So when the wind comes blowing through, it leaves my stuff alone. A few things on my porch, that's all. I don't need more than that. Except for maybe one more thing. I need my welcome mat.
Let me know in the comments if you did a little sprucing up for spring today. And don't forget, check out the playlist. I'll have it in the description below. But for now, happy decluttering and happy spring.